This is a model called Free. It's a very adjustable orthopaedic chair, and it's ideal for people who've got quite straight backs. You can see there's a small amount of lumbar curve naturally here, a slight bit of dishing in the back, but the back doesn't taper in too far at the much, and that can sometimes be a problem with traditional office chairs. So if you're quite straight of back, this is a good model potentially to try. The seat, it's quite a flat seat, it's a standard size seat. It's got a very small pommel here, but it encourages you to sit well into the chair so that your back is firmly up against the back cushion. First thing to say about any chair when you're adjusting it is that you need to make sure that your feet are firmly on the ground and the seat height is correct. And on this particular chair, this little lever here, twist it, allows you to adjust the seat height up and down. So you're looking to create roughly a 90-degree angle at the knee, but get your feet firmly on the ground. That's one of the most important things. If you're quite short from the knee to the floor, we can put a slightly shorter gas on, which is the bit that goes between the base and the bottom of the seat, so that the seat starts lower, but it's really important to get your feet firmly on the ground. The next thing to say is that you're looking for a gap behind the knee to the front edge of the seat of about 3 fingers depth. That's really, really important, because if the gap is quite a bit more than that, say 4 or 5 fingers, the muscles just above the knee are supporting the whole weight of your upper leg, and that creates fatigue and can give referred pain up the leg over a period of time, and that can be quite a common cause of leg pain. The other thing about the seat front being too close to the back of the knee, so there's a gap of less than 3 fingers, it restricts circulation, which again causes problems within the leg. So what you're looking for is a gap of 3 fingers. You can adjust that by either pulling this lever out and rotating it forwards or backwards. That adjusts the depth. Or sometimes on this model it's a slightly smaller knob. Again, you twist forwards or backwards and the seat depth adjusts. So what you're able to do is adjust the seat forward relative to the back. If you've got quite short legs, you wouldn't need to move the back and the seat at all in conjunction with one another, but if you've got quite long legs, adjust the seat forward till you get the right distance behind the knee. It's also got a hinged front running along the front edge, which you can see when I push my weight down. There's a pivot of the front edge of the seat, which again helps reduce the amount of pressure behind the knee. That's quite a nice feature. On this particular chair, we've got what's called a synchronized mechanism. So the seat and the back angles adjust together. That's easily adjusted by just twisting the lever, and you can lean back in the chair, and you can lock it in a number of different positions. So you can lock it either back. When you release it, it doesn't ping forward like an ejector seat. You have to lean back into the chair. It unlocks, and then the back will travel with you. But you can lock it in the vertical position. On this chair, the back doesn't come more forward than the vertical position. Also, the good thing to say about it is, because people of different body weights could use this chair, the resistance or the amount of pressure required to tilt the back backwards can be adjusted. So when it's unlocked, there's a hand wheel here that you can either twist clockwise or anti-clockwise, and that increases or decreases the resistance, the amount of pressure that you require. Obviously somebody who's lighter weight would need less resistance, somebody who's heavier would need more resistance. The next adjustment, which is quite unusual, is the ability to adjust the back height, and that works on a ratchet, which you can hear probably just very softly. It's sort of a clicking sound. Go too far, go back down to the beginning. It's quite sensitive, so you're able to adjust the back height relative to the seat, so you can adjust the curvature of the back to you. Also, in conjunction with that, there's an inflatable lumbar bag that runs through the lower part of the back, which inflates on a similar principle to someone taking your blood pressure. Squeeze the bulb, let the air out with the button below the bulb, and so you're able to adjust the back height and the amount of curvature to your own individual S shape in your back. Clearly this chair's got arms on. If you don't want arms, you don't have to have arms, but there are 3 types of arms that we can offer. The most standard is just purely height adjustable. It's a T-shaped arm. What you're looking for is to get roughly a 90-degree angle at the elbow. You'll know when you get to it, you'll know what feels comfortable for you, but obviously if the arm is too low down, the angle more than 90 degrees, the shoulders are stretching to get the arms down. If the arm is too high, the muscles in the shoulders are bunched and they're tensing, and that creates pain up through the neck and shoulders. So get to the correct height. So that's the most basic type of arm. There are two other arms that get around the problem of the front edge of the arm hitting the leading edge of the desk. This arm gets around it by being able to rotate the arm back through 90 degrees with the button at the bottom of the arm, so when you're getting close up to the desk you're able to get right under the desk, get the optimum distance between your body, the desk, your keyboard and the screen, but when you need the arms just simply rotate them back into place. The third arm option gets around that problem in a different way, tight adjustable in a similar way to this, but the arm pad that you rest your arm on slides backwards so that you've still got some elbow support, some arm support, but the leading edge is set that bit further back, so again you can get under the desk without interference from the arm. So this is the free orthopaedic chair. It's ideal for people who are quite straight in the back, who perhaps like some adjustment of the seat, but it's an ideal chair for multi-user environments.